Okay, so we're going to load up kettlebell. All right, wrist nice and locked. Okay, it's adding an input. It's creating some facilitation to lock this up. Now we're going to work crossbody. Nick's going to start here. So as he holds that kettlebell, he's going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, pursed lips. So we're going to lock and open down that lumbar spine. He's going to lift his leg straight up in the air. Take it all the way up. Good. So he's going to feel a little stretch through here. I want him to do some ankle pumps. Okay? And at the same time, I want him to rotate here with the kettlebell. Okay? So we're flossing now. We've locked the knee. See if we can lock out that knee a little bit more. And we're flossing behind the back of the calf into the knee. Now I want you to lock that there. You can relax that for a second. Now I want you to pump the knee. So now we're flossing using the knee joint. Okay? So this is our pivot point. We're pulling both distal and proximal. And then for the hip, you're going to lock the knee, lock the ankle. I want you to rotate here and then rotate here. So try and coordinate internal, external rotation. Okay? Keeping that down, keeping that planted. So we're winding up. We're putting some tension on, and then we're just kind of taking on and off tension at specific points in the dura, in the sciatic nerve into its branches, while also opening up the dura here. And we can put them into a little bit more flexion here to create more stretch. Now, if that feels pretty good, I want you to straighten that left leg. Slide, slide, slide. So now we've opened that up more. So we've gone into more hip extension here, which is more relative hip flexion here. And you can go through that same sequence. Okay? So we can start to unwind, pump the ankle, extend the knee, pump the knee, and then rotate the hip. Okay? And now we're going to lock this whole distal end. I want you to do some sit-ups. I want you to reach towards that kettlebell with this hand. Reach towards this foot with the kettlebell. Hold that right there. Good. And then back down. Okay? So we're doing these partial sit-ups. So we're locking the distal, and he's intentionally flexing and slightly rotating to mobilize the dura in along the spine. And he's starting with the neck and the eyes. So the neck sets the flexion. So look at there, flex the head, flex the T-spine, flex, and slightly rotate through there. Okay? So it's a strength exercise on the front for the anterior core, but we're mobilizing the whole backside. Good. Not too bad?
Yeah.
Okay. You can see with each repetition, he can slightly get up a little bit higher. So now he's touching his toes. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. Help you out here. Lock that kettlebell. So now you can see how the kettlebell, I don't want to see this. I hate when I see kettlebells on an unlocked wrist. It's just going to it's putting a lot of stretch through the fascia and the nerves, but it's not a strong position to hold or strike with. Okay. So we want to teach that locked fist position. So he's locked here. We're going to switch the legs. Yep. Bring that up. So lock down into here. Good. We move that leg. We pump that ankle. Good. Keep that one stationary. Keep that for the hip. Good. We'll pump the knee. Okay. 5 to 10 reps on each segment. You don't need a ton. And then we'll rotate at the hip. Okay. So see if you can coordinate this. Good.
That one is tighter in the back.
Back, right?
Just this one. Just this one.
Yeah. So this is putting a lot of stretch through that peripheral nerve, okay, through the sciatic nerve, through the peroneal nerve, through the tibial nerve. And again, Nick's lower tibia, his lower leg rotates a little bit more internally. So you feel it probably a little bit more with that internal rotation. So when he's striking with that left leg, he's probably also putting a little bit of neural tension through the peroneal nerves. And it's kind of the knee's probably locking down and trying to protect it. Now let's do some slide outs here. Okay. So if sliding out is too much, we can, rather than just hold that, and then you can slide in and out. Okay? So we can do this as well. So there's lots of options to mobilize. And if it's too uncomfortable for one position, then just modify it. So you lock that, pump the ankle, pump the knee, and we'll do some rotations at the hip and the shoulder. Good. Try and lock that out as best as possible. Just think pivot through the hip. Now I want you to do some sit-ups. So reach. Okay. Now we did something to the neck, right? So we've got to make sure that he's not poking that chin up into extension. Tucks the chin, goes all the way up. Tuck the chin, curl up. Good. Couple more. 4 and 1 more. Perfect. I'll take that. Excuse me. We'll check the myotomes. Okay. Even though it changed of the neck, I want to see if it gets better still. So we're going to drop this head all the way down. We're going to do our myotomal sensitization. Kink the hose. Back over here. We'll just check the deep hip rotators since that was the major one. Hold the leg, don't we twist? Good. Hold again. Good. And when I test this, I want to be able to pull the person off the table. Okay. That's how strong they should be. Okay. Expect a lot from these big peripheral or these proximal muscles around the hips. If you're testing hip flexors, you should be able to pull them off. Glutes, maximum force. Don't just, sandbag it. Don't, apply this light force. These are big muscles. They're supposed to be doing a lot of work, so expect a lot out of them. So I like how that looks. Let's check your slump test again. So we'll swing you around to the front there, Nick, and bring you down. Now there's quite a bit of dural tension in this, so I don't expect a huge change. This will take some time to tease out. So we'll go legs together, hands behind your back, chin to chest, curl down, slowly straighten the right leg. Good. So the knee is extending a little bit more, okay, but you still feel the tension. Yep, look up. Better, worse, no difference? Better. Yeah. Come up. Right? Yeah. So there's still tension, but what we saw initially is at least the knee could go a little bit more straight. Okay, stand up, do a toe touch for us. Okay. Not too bad. And let's go back and check balance. Close your eyes when you're ready. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A little bit more out of you. Okay. So a subtle change, but for your elite athletes, okay, a little change is going to go a long way because they're performing at such a high level. Those subtleties in performance and force output are going to make a big difference in how they perform. So we got a little bit more some symmetry in our single leg balance, which is telling us that we've changed something in the nervous system. We've organized in a specific way to give him more control on that single leg so that when he's spinning and kicking and doing ballistic things with that single leg, we got more power. Because when we have better control, we get more power. If you like this, head over to antcertified.com. There's lots more free information, insights, and courses on how to optimize your practice, create structure and flow in your assessment, and get the best outcomes for your clients.